let's get James or Jeff Wecker on the show. Jeff, welcome to the show.
Hi, how are you? Glad to be here.
I'm glad you're here. All right, 30-year Highland Park resident, former Chicago Board of Trade member, and professional trader since 1980. That's when I got in the business. But you were in the pits. I was in San Francisco in the brokerage firm. I don't want to leave anything out, but Jeff, bring it on up for us.
Yeah, I started out in the 80s as a member of the Chicago Board of Trade and traded in the 30-year bond pit for 10 or 15 years. And it was a lot harder than today because in those days you got pencils stuck in your back, you got pushed down flights of stairs. All the while you were trying to make trades.
God forbid if you parked in the wrong spot, right?
Right. And then very often you made a trade that the other trader denied the next day, and you were really in trouble if the market opened limit up or limit down. So I find online trading, which I switched to about 1995, a lot easier with a cup of coffee and a couple of screens in front of me in my kitchen.
Right, a 25-foot commute. I get it.
Right. So what I like to talk to my students about around the world, and now I have students in about 20 different countries, and I'm basically a price action trader. I like to find a particular price that's usually on a line like a head and shoulders or a rectangle or a triangle, because I know at that price on that line, above it I'm correct and below it I'm wrong. So it's about the only place where I can take a very tiny risk, say 5 ticks or so, and know when I'm right and know when I'm wrong. And it also tells me what the big money's doing, because they're not going to tell you in the Wall Street Journal what they're doing, but if price goes through a line like head and shoulders, well, that tells you what they're doing.
Jeff, let me jump in the conversation with you. Do you have a particular either industry sector or markets that you like better than others these days? I know old traders have traded everything, but what's really working for you now?
Yeah, my specialty now is FX. In talking about price action in FX, we developed an automation tool that helps traders do just the opposite of what their tendencies are. Most traders tend to hang on to their losses too long and get out of their winners too quick. So we developed an automation tool that makes you be patient. It makes you wait for the price, gets you in the trade, controls the risk to 5 ticks or so. If it goes your way, it takes partial profits, puts break-even stop on the rest, and keeps you in the trade for the duration. So we want to help traders with, staying in their winners long and getting out of the losers quickly.
Yeah, one of the things that I've found, because I started trading futures in 1980, but I think I was 20 then. And one of the things I found out over the years is you get people that are emotionally slanted, that are really in touch with their emotions, and not so good trading because they just
That's certainly correct.
Yeah.
We find that's why automation tools are so useful, like this Forex Forager, which I developed. It solves those problems for you. People do crazy things, like you just said. They move their stops. They create bigger and bigger losses, and they just have these emotional tendencies, and either they have to learn to get rid of them or they need an automation tool that does it for them.
Jeff, it's Ed Baxter of Bison Creek Capital. You mentioned you like trading the foreign exchange markets. Are there any particular currencies that you like to trade or you feel like a little more liquid than others for trading?
No, I tend to stick with the majors, like the euro, the yen, the pound, because the spreads in those pairs are very small, 1 or 2 ticks. If you get into the exotics, the spreads get wide, and very hard to make money with wide spreads.
Okay, so you're talking about trading straight currencies, like an individual, not pairs, where you've got the pound against the yen or things of that.
Oh, no, pairs, totally pairs.
Oh, okay, so you're trading pairs.
Are you capturing the spread for the pairs on different markets or one market, or are you trying to arb those spreads, or what would you say the best use of the technology is?
Well, no, we're just trying to find price points where above which we want to be long and below which we want to be short. And we don't care what the pair is, whether it's Euro US dollar or US dollar Japanese yen. We'll trade any of them that have low spreads, and we will be long above a certain price and short below a certain price.
Yeah, you're talking to two traders that go way back. I mean, I used to have a show, but I traded 20 pairs simultaneously with a delta neutral and a 28% per month income stream. That was before on the interest. That was before the dollar took a big dump and kind of crashed everything. But we're on page with you. So building your own automated system is a whole nother deal, though. I mean, it's one to do it because you studied the classics, but how did you come about being able to get the rules down to be able to get it set in?
Well, we did it by trading it manually for about 3 years. As I said, manually we would try to find the price points. We would trade manually with 5 or 6 pips of risk, get right out quickly, take partial profits quickly. And we did it manually for 3 years. And when we were convinced it worked, then we had it automated into what is now Forex Forager, which is actually being used in about 20 different countries now by FX traders. So there's a recognition that automation tools are, more the thing of the future rather than EAs, expert advisors.
Do they get it directly from you, or is it starting to be included in other platforms now?
No, it's it's our proprietary product that we have a patent on.
Okay, good. All right, Jeff, we're about at the end of our segment. Before we go, please, contact information so that our audience can reach out to you.
Oh, kind of simple, J. Wecker, Wecker 4 at gmail.com. That'll do it.
And thetradingcoach.net, right?
Yeah, www.thetradingcoach.net. That's correct.
Jeff, thanks for being a guest on the show. Really appreciate this.
Oh, I enjoyed it. Thank you very much.
Me too. Jeff Wecker, CEO of thetradingcoach.net. All right, segment brought to you by thevitaminpatch.com. And we're going to come back on the other side of this brief break with the private equity spotlight, Ed Baxter and Bison Creek Capital. We'll be right back. You've been listening to CEO Money with Michael Yorba. Catch us everywhere on all of our podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts, and we're all over the social network. Just Google us or look us up on any one that you're on. You'll find us. We'll be right back after this message.